Okay, so this reading is going to be for a divine masculine. Now, this could be you, or this could be your divine masculine. And this could be something that took place in the past. But this is past, present, or near future. So you have to take what resonates and just leave what doesn't. This is involving some type of legal matter that was meant to trap you. This was meant to like block you completely off from any forward movement. And I feel like whatever this is, you came out of this situation successful. And whoever caused the deception, they're like in complete shock that you're still moving forward. So the first deck that I use is this Kipper deck. And the first card that came out is this Thief card. This card shows that someone was intentionally trying to like take from you. This is someone who wanted to drain your energy, your finances, and any opportunities that came your way. This wasn't just some type of misunderstanding. This situation could have felt like a misunderstanding when it happened. A lot of people could have been feeling like this is a complete misunderstanding. But it was planned. This was like a premeditated deceit to distract you completely from your purpose and keep you trapped, keep you feeling powerless. This is someone who could have also pretended to like support you, but secretly wanted to see your demise. This is a very sneaky person, and they like to take things that are not theirs. This is not just physically, this is emotionally and spiritually. And they just felt like they had the power to manipulate, delay, and block your forward movement. I feel like by this time, your intuition was already heightened. It was only a matter of time before you caught this person in the act or in a lie and completely pulled back. Now, the next card that came out is this official person card. This represents someone with like authority or power. This could have been an attorney, law enforcement, government agency official, or even a person like, you know, in high position. Now, involving a legal matter, this is someone who was involved, influenced, or deceived in some type of way. It's like a situation that was supposed to be handled properly was manipulated. A process was prolonged as well. Now, the next card that came out is this Judication card. This confirms there was a court situation with some type of judgment, consequences, or decisions regarding a legal matter. It's like this is someone who wanted you to be locked away in some type of way where you would have to like solely depend on them as well. And they thought you would be judged based off of the lies and the false information they provided against you. But the truth was brought to light. This is balance. This is divine justice. This could also be like a karmic soul contract ending at this time. Or it had already ended. This could be you and your feminine energy both agreeing to end out a cycle once and for all. Yeah. The next card that came out is this false person card. This is confirmation that someone definitely wore a mask around you. They pretended to have your back, They pretended to be loyal, trustworthy, but was actually orchestrating your downfall. This could have been someone who used your name or past reputation to twist the truth. And in a legal sense, this could literally be someone who lied on paperwork, gave false statements, and gathered false evidence, or even forged documents. This is someone who was completely operating out of shadow energy because they were jealous, envious, and they had dark intentions. This could have been like a close friend or a relative, someone you were close to, someone you trusted, but they had a hidden agenda. This is someone who probably tried to interfere with your love life as well, your happiness, in your divine path. The next card that came out is this toil and labor card. This shows the effort and energy that was put in to keeping you stuck. They wanted you to work harder to heal. They wanted to slow down your progress and just make you second guess yourself. This card also reflects the emotional exhaustion that came with dealing with this false energy. This is also your resilience, how you've had to fight, pray, and push through endless cycles of struggle caused by other people's deceit. Whoever this person is, this is someone who is like now trapped in their own karma. They worked hard to maintain lies and control situations that were always meant to collapse. Somebody could have this is someone who could have came to you for help while they were going through their karma. And this was payback. Payback for what they did to you. Yeah. The overall energy on the bottom of this Kipper deck is the pathway card. This kind of ties everything together. This is your journey. This is your forward movement in your ultimate liberation. No matter what deception was caused, the universe still cleared the path for you. And they likely knew that you were moving on without them. You outgrew whatever connection you had with this person. This was also a divine reroute, a long journey toward truth, clarity, and freedom. You being guided out of a dark, confusing, karmic cycle to finally align with your higher destiny. Yeah. Now, I wanted to clarify these cards, so I used the Love Oracle deck. And to clarify this Thief card, we have the Friends card coming out in the reverse and the Surrender card. This is definitely confirmation that whoever this thief energy is, this is someone that you needed to release. You were being guided to release. This was like a fake friend. Yeah. Somebody who was secretly draining your energy and betraying your trust. This is like a direct message when it popped out in the reverse. Spirit's way of saying that loyalty was broken. This is someone who was supposed to be in your corner, but they were secretly like working against you and taking advantage of your kindness. With the Surrender card being here, you couldn't heal around this person. You can't heal around anyone who intentionally betray you. Letting go is your form of justice, because you're releasing someone who stole from you spiritually, emotionally, and materially. It's like whatever this person was doing behind your back, they had got comfortable doing it. This is someone who could have actively stole things from you, material things. Yeah. I'm also seeing with these two cards coming out, the truth was always going to come to light without you having to like force it. By surrendering and just pulling your energy back, their mask was going to fall off. Yeah. Now the next card that came out to clarify this official person card is the anxiety card, but it popped out in the reverse. This is like divine reassurance that what was supposed to cause sleepless nights, panic, and overthinking, it didn't reach your spirit. It could also mean that someone who was in authority and once acted, bias, is now seeing truth and clarity. They're rethinking their previous assumptions. If this was someone who was like investigating the situation, they realized that you weren't stressed out about what was happening. You weren't all over the place or acting like someone who was guilty. You could have went into isolation to clear your mind and not allow this situation to like worry you. You didn't allow this situation to break your spirit. Now, to clarify this judication card, we have the liquid courage and family card coming out. This suggests that, hold on one second. Okay, now somebody could have paid like a family member. This could be someone who is always under the influence. They paid that person to lie, manipulate the authorities, trick the authorities. Yeah, this could also mean that whoever this person is, this thief energy, false person energy, they could have been tied to a family member after you kind of pulled back. If this is someone that actively, this could be drunk with that person, overindulged in whatever, this could be drugs or alcohol with that person. They were secretly like recording that person, getting information from that person. They were taking whatever information they were getting from this family member and giving it to the authorities. It's like this is something that was used in a legal situation. Yeah. I'm also hearing like generational patterns with this family card. This card says generations, children, ancestors, origin. Now, for some, this could be an actual family member who had a hand in a legal situation that was supposed to affect your peace and your reputation. This family member could have been being used to work against you as well. As I said, somebody was close to a family member. Or whatever situation that you were going through, there could be a certain family member or family members who could have faced a legal situation similar to the one you were facing. That was supposed to keep you like in a generational pattern. It's like a generational curse. And if you were in the energy of ending out karmic cycles, breaking generational curses, this was used to keep you stuck. And it would be seen as this person's family has a pattern of this. Or there are certain family members that this person is attached to, connected to, who has a pattern of this. Yeah. Somebody could have tried to use some type of family trauma or background against another person to trap them. Now the next card, or two cards that came out to clarify this false person, is this hookup energy in the signs and synchronicities card. This is confirmation that this false person energy uses like temptation, seduction, or manipulation through intimacy. The hookup card shows that this person could have used sexual or emotional manipulation to create confusion, lies, and blockages. This could have been someone who you once hooked up with that intentionally seduced you, probably to gain material things. This person was secretly like hooking up. It could be with this person, but they are not working alone. So this thief energy could be someone that you trusted, you were close to, they were in your circle. This false person could be someone that you hooked up with in the past. If you were attached to this hookup energy while you were still close to this thief energy, these two people were like connected behind the scenes. They were hooking up under your nose. Yeah. And they had a hand in creating blockages for you with this other person. This signs and synchronicities card is like Spirit has been revealing this false person, this thief energy to you for a long time. Especially if these two people were like secretly like hooking up under your nose. Loyalty was broken. These could be people that you definitely dealt with and were deceived by in a previous lifetime. These signs and synchronicities that were being shown to you, it's like Spirit's way of saying that you already know who these people are. Trust what we've been showing you. It's like whoever this person is, their mask was falling off or about to slip. Whatever was hidden about this person started surfacing in the physical realm. And this is something they never thought would get out. Yeah. I feel like whatever was hidden about this person, whoever the other person is, they knew. Yeah, they knew. Because it's like the person in the background, they're wearing a mask, but they could see straight through the mask. This could also be someone thinking that they had you fooled, not knowing that you woke up to the truth. Your intuition was heightened. You could see that person even though they thought you would never find out the truth, or you would never be able to see them for who they truly are. Now, to clarify this toil and labor card, we have the crossroad card coming out in the reverse. Now, usually in the upright, this kind of shows a situation that feels like being stuck between two impossible choices. No clear direction. Just being going through constant pressure or confusion. With it being in the reverse, This means that at this time, your decision had already been made or final. You had already chosen the right path with this pathway card being here. Even if you didn't realize it yet, your path was being cleared. You were in the process of ending out that karmic cycle. Whatever connection or soul contract you had with these people, they were coming to a complete end. Now, I want to go to this hater exposed deck and try to clarify and see who is this thief energy. Then I'll use another deck to see what this false energy is. So hold on one second. Okay, so the first card that came out is this blackmail card. This card confirms plotting energy. Someone was literally looking for ways to use your own truth against you. And it's like they either spreaded a lot of negative gossip after they created this deception, this legal matter, to ruin your reputation, to twist facts. But this is also gathering and holding information that they thought would embarrass or discredit you later. This is like someone intentionally like saving text messages, screenshots, different conversations between you and them to use it against you. Yeah, to like discredit you, embarrass you. This also confirms that this thief energy, whoever this fake friend and this false energy is, they were actively trying to sabotage your reputation, hoping it would block your progress. But it's like whatever they were doing and the type of journey that you're on, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Their intentions backfired. And whatever dirt they thought that they were digging on you, it exposed them in the process. Yeah. The next card that came out is competition. This is someone who was always trying to one-up you. This fake friend, they were jealous of your grind, your ideas, the energy you carry. This was envy disguised as friendship. They saw you as someone that they needed to outshine. This is someone who wanted your light. If they couldn't stand in it, they wanted to dim it. They wanted your grace, the type of attention you attracted, your mindset, the type of wisdom you embody. This is like secretly in competition with you because your energy triggers their insecurities. And behind the scenes, they copied you, compared themselves to you, and secretly celebrated your setbacks. Yeah. The next card that came out is this lavender sage card. This clears away negative energy. It harmonizes the mood, your mind. It brings in positivity. This is Spirit's way of reminding you to cleanse and harmonize your space. This is spiritual self-care and protection. This card also confirms that either you were cleansing your energy at this time, or this could be your feminine energy who was doing energetic clearing at this time. They could have also warned you about this person or certain people as well. This is also a reminder that you're spiritually protected. You have the power to cleanse yourself and your space from any negative energy that is thrown at you or projected onto you. You have the free will to not allow it to disturb your peace. Yeah. The next card that came out is this tap into your intuition. You already know who this is. This is like the signs and synchronicities card. This could also be confirmation that if your feminine energy reached out to you and warned you about this person or certain people, you had already been feeling this. So when they warned you, this was divine confirmation of what you already had a gut feeling about. Spirit just needed you to trust yourself enough to believe it. Because I feel like whatever you were being shown, you didn't want to believe it. Yeah. Especially if this is someone that you were good to. Someone that you were loyal to. They could trust you, but you couldn't trust them. Now the next card that came out is this amethyst card. This is psychic protection, spiritual control, being able to defend yourself against psychic attacks. You could be a psychic. And this card directly ties to your higher self in your crown chakra. You've likely been feeling this person in your dreams or having deep visions about this person, deep thoughts when it comes to whoever this person is. And this could be past, present, or near future. This could have been at the time that this situation took place if this was in the past. If you were having like sleepless nights, you were restless, going through random anxiety attacks or spikes, that was like the spiritual interference. They were trying to spiritually intrude. But if your intuition was heightened at this time, and this could be you and your person both woke, you and your fam both being woke at this time to what was truly going on around you. Your energy was too elevated for any of this to continue. Any type of psychic attacks, confusion, depletion of your energy, being drained by this person. It was ending. It's like the energetic and psychic attacks, they weren't strong enough to reach you now that your intuition was heightened. This is definitely a crystal, this amethyst crystal, that helps to seal your energy field and to block spiritual intrusion. Yeah, this could be a crystal that you're working with. Yeah, this could be a protection crystal that you have. It's similar to this. This is actually the amethyst crystal. Yeah. Now the next card that came out is this hating on your spiritual and psychic gifts. That's why I feel like you could be someone who is a psychic. You just pick up on stuff. You can see right through people. And this is like major confirmation that this person's jealousy ran deep. It's like they weren't just hating on who you are as a person, your success. This person was intimidated and jealous because of your connection to the divine. your insight, your intuition, your empathy, you being an empath. It made them uncomfortable because you could pick up on things. And in certain situations, they couldn't manipulate you. They couldn't trick you or confuse you. This is someone who knew that you could see through them. So they could have actively tried to use other people to work against you. Like, this is someone who, if this was like a fake friend, they could have actively sent low vibrational energy toward you, which ties back to this hookup energy. These were people that they were attached to, and they kind of like sent at you to confuse you, to manipulate you, trick you. And this was for their own selfish gain. Yeah, this could also be someone deliberately turning others against you before you could speak your truth. Before people could see your, hear or see your side. Yeah, the next card that came out is this business rival card. This card says, can't stand your hustle or your grind. This person competed over whatever career choice you had. This could be a platform. This could also be your purpose. Something you were passionate about or you are passionate about. It could be a business. It's like whatever you were doing career-wise, they were trying to do something similar. And it's because they wanted to be the one in the spotlight. And if they were in competition, they felt like they could do it better than you. They could one-up you. This is someone who wanted to keep you in the background because they didn't want to see you shine. They saw you as a threat. And I feel like once you were moving on from this person, your pathway is being clear. You're following your destiny. You're gaining truth and clarity, finally standing in your power, owning your power. They couldn't compete with that. Your purpose is yours and it can't be duplicated. So they felt like they had to do something to sit you down, to try to stop you and block you. Yeah. This is someone who was also envious and jealous of your creativity, your work ethic. It made them insecure. And they felt like no matter what you did, whether big or small, you still stood out. You're your own person. And they just didn't like it. If this is someone who hides behind things, they can't be their true, authentic self. You were able to. You were respected. People looked up to you. And they just didn't like it because it wasn't them. This is someone who could have felt like they had to hide behind you or hide behind material things. Yeah. I feel like anything they saw you trying to create or build, they wanted to find a way to sabotage it with this business rival being here. This could be negative influence, wanting you to invest into things they knew you wouldn't profit from. Yeah, the next card that came out, this card says, The person causing you negativity is an earth sign. So this is someone who could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but who operates in shadow energy. Someone who could have been more focused on money, clout, control. This person was solely focused on material gain. This is someone who actively hid behind those material things that they wanted to gain. This is someone who is also stubborn, prideful, and very controlling. They don't like to lose, especially to someone they once underestimated. Because this is someone who could have felt like they would always be able to be in this energy with you, smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back. You would never release them. They're always going to be attached to you. And you were moving on without them. And this is something that they felt like they just couldn't let happen. Now, the last card that came out, this card says causing chaos and fights in your love connection. This is someone who could have deliberately tried to have some type of influence over your relationships. This could be personal relationships, like romantic relationships. Or this could be like family as well. But they cause misunderstandings. This was a third party interference who was always standing in the way. Spiritually manipulating. Especially when it came to your romantic connections. This is someone who could have stirred up some type of conflict, gossip between you and your counterpart. It's like they wanted to disrupt love, friendship, relationship between you and your person. And it's because they thrive on drama. They live for drama, confusion, conflict. And they didn't want you to be happy. Because they're not happy. This is someone who was satisfied delaying you and secretly like competing with you, smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back. Now I want to move on to the next deck and kind of see who is this false person. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is the original tarot deck, and the first card that came out is this Emperor card. This is definitely you. Someone stepping fully into their power. This stands for stability, authority, and clarity. This is also wisdom. You were in the energy of taking accountability, no longer moving from confusion or emotion, but from truth and structure. It's like you've learned from the past and you are taking control over your life and direction at this time. This is divine masculine energy standing strong after chaos. Reclaiming your throne. Now the next card that came out is this Ace of Swords card. This confirms truth, clarity, and divine revelation. This is that aha moment where all illusions crumble. This is spirit cutting through confusion and handing you mental freedom. No more deception or mental fog. Whatever was hidden is being exposed. And that truth is what set you on your destined path. Something that could not be delayed or denied or taken from you, despite what was going on behind the scenes or happening behind the scenes. Now, the next card that came out is this Knight of Pentacles card. This is like deliberately trying to slow you down. This card represents steady movement, but still moving forward. This is you in the energy of choosing not to rush the process. You weren't trying to rush your healing or any goals that you had set. But you were still being consistent. The Knight of Pentacles is also someone who is very patient and focused. They've learned lessons. Even though you're moving slow, the process may have been slow. You're building something solid and lasting. And you know where you're headed now. And you're not letting distractions stop you. You're moving at your own pace. Yeah. The next card that came out is the Star card reverse. It's like they wanted to dim your light, your healing process. This is like hopelessness, exhaustion, feeling disconnected from your faith. This was their goal, to drain your energy, to keep you doubting your divine path. And whoever this false person is, it's like, I feel like this is someone who had gained truth and clarity about your destiny, the partnership that you share with your person, but in their mind, they didn't know that you knew. So they felt like they had the power to stop you from healing. They could drain you, make you doubt yourself. This is someone who felt threatened by your light, you choosing to heal. Because if you heal and you start shining, glowing, it exposes their shadows, who they are as a person. People are seeing you for who you truly are, and they're able to see that person for who they truly are. You're no longer attached to that person. You've completely let go and pulled back. Cut ties. This is someone who couldn't have that. And they were trying to make sure with this 4 cups in the reverse, you would never reject them. You wouldn't say no to them. Yeah. This is also kind of like you're no longer rejecting love or divine guidance. You're finally saying yes to what aligns with your healing. Yeah. Now, the next card that came out is the 4 of Swords. This is your healing process in going in solitude, despite how much work they put in to block this. You are still able to pull back and rest, recharge, and gain perspective. It's like Spirit guided you into isolation to help you see clearly. This was divine protection. And removing you from people and energies that no longer served your purpose. They don't serve your highest good. Now, whoever this false person is, this is someone who is an air sign. The Queen of Swords reverse popped out. So this person could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Another person who operates out of shadow energy. Karmic energy. This energy is someone who was bitter, vindictive, and controlling. It's like they wanted to emotionally confuse you, trick you. This is someone who enjoyed playing on your emotions. And this is someone who is emotionally cold. Whoever this feminine energy is. And it's like they were acting out of jealousy and spite. This person was gossiping, spreading lies, and using mental manipulation to confuse you. This is the person that was actively helping this fake friend to maintain an illusion that was crumbling at the time. And as I say, they could not see that you had already gained truth and clarity. This is someone who is not even in the upright. So they weren't seeing clearly. This is someone who did not have mental clarity. Now, the next card that came out with this Queen of Swords in the reverse is the Seven of Cups. This is someone who was definitely trying to create illusions, place illusions around you. They wanted you to doubt your intuition. And from this false person card, this is like, this person could have been using some type of spell work as well to throw you off balance. This was supposed to make you not only doubt your intuition, but your connection with your person. This is illusions and choices. A distraction energy meant to confuse you and keep you trapped in a fantasy. This could also be someone who is actively like under the influence of drugs or alcohol. It's like they can't function without it. And this is why they don't have mental clarity. This is why they couldn't see that you were already woke. You had already found out the truth. Yeah. The next card that came out is this Three of Pentacles reverse. This is a failed partnership. This could be someone who they thought whatever they were doing was, you know, going to make you feel like you should partner up with them. And this is a foundation that is unstable with it being in the reverse. Something that was designed to crumble. It was meant to fall apart. It wasn't anything solid to stand on. And it's like whoever these two people are, this is like third parties coming together to create blockages for divine partnership. Somebody thought that they would completely block off your connection to spirit and your person's connection to spirit. You and your person would never be able to come together and build something solid. The partnership would never happen because you would be in the Seven of Cups. Yeah, the next card that came out is the Four of Wands reverse. This is like another strong confirmation that this Queen of Swords in the reverse, they wanted to disrupt the union. and delay the union that you share with your person. This is also wanting to block your stability, your joy, block commitment. This could be a marriage between you and your person. And it's like the foundation that you have with your counterpart, this is something that is not just physical. You and them would just come together physically and build. It's like it's already something that is solid spiritually. And it's not something that could be destroyed permanently or delayed permanently. The next card that came out is the Page of Pentacles. This is the lesson that you learned. It's like you had already learned the lesson by the time this Queen of Swords in the reverse got behind the scenes and did whatever it is that they did. Because I feel like this is someone who was heavily doing some type of magic, some type of spell work. And it's like you're in this energy of learning the lesson that needed to be learned from this Queen of Swords in the reverse. After all of the confusion, the betrayal, and the chaos, you had gained wisdom. You passed the assignment. You now know this is someone that's fake. You've discovered your purpose, and now you're ready to move forward with that new understanding. Yeah. The overall energy is the Nine of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment after all the pain that you've experienced in that cycle that you closed out. You still found peace in yourself. It's like your wishes had come true or started to manifest because you were finally aligning with truth. You had finally gained clarity. This was like the universe rewarding you for trusting the process, especially if this was a cycle that you were in for a long time. And you finally found out the truth. You finally made your way out. I'm hearing you're in your element. Content, confident, and divinely protected. You could be a water sign with you're in your element. Yeah. Or you could be a fire sign. Take it where it resonates. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the next spread and kind of see what's this Seven of Cups. What was this Queen of Swords in the reverse actively doing behind the scenes to create confusion? Hold on a second. Okay, so the next deck that I use to kind of pick up on some energy or gain information on this Queen of Swords in the reverse is this Broken Mirror deck. Now, the first card that came out is this Desire card. This kind of exposes the manipulative root of this Queen of Wands reverse energy. This is someone who used sexual energy and seductive control to create confusion, likely through spell work. This is lustful energy and emotional temptation. This is someone who weaponized passion to manipulate. This could be you and your person. Because like whoever this energy is, they felt like they were able to use some type of spell. This could be to get you to be attracted to them in the past, to draw you to them. And they felt like it worked. Once they found out who your person was and the type of journey that you're on with your person, they tried to send this type of energy to you and your person to confuse. the feelings between you and your person. It's like they wanted to disrupt the intense feelings you and your person share for one another. And they could have also tried to confuse your counterpart, your feminine energy, sexually. It's like they wanted you and your person to admire them and desire them. This was obsession and control disguised as attraction. It's like they used this in the past with you to control you. And this was to control you emotionally and sexually and spiritually. You would be attracted to them, not knowing this wasn't real intimacy or chemistry. They wanted complete control over you and your person's emotions. And this is someone who also felt like they could distract and bind you both with spell work. Now the next card that came out is Soul Contract. This is confirmation that this was the truth behind why they were trying to create confusion, why they were using some type of spell work. They knew about the spiritual connection. They knew about the physical reunion. They knew about the partnership that you and your person share. This is someone who understood the spiritual importance of your bond with your feminine energy. This confirms jealousy and competition was the true motive. This was jealousy tied to spiritual truth. And they wanted to disrupt or replace what was divinely destined between you and your person, which is this soul contract. Now the next card that came out is this avoidance card, but it popped out in the reverse. Whoever this karmic energy is, because this is definitely like a karmic partner that you were attached to. The moment they did this, they got exposed. Whether you found out, or as I said, your person could have warned you about this energy and what they were doing behind the scenes. It's like they immediately got caught. Their mask fell off. And this is something they never thought would come to light. You would never find out. Nobody would be able to pick up on this. This is someone who was exposed for trying to override free will in spiritual union. And this is at a time that you and your person are already in union spiritually. This is why you could pick up on it, or your person picked up on it and warned you. Yeah. This card, this intimacy card, this card says passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you. This ties directly to your divine union energy. The connection between you and your counterpart, it was too spiritually strong to be broken by any outside interference. Even though this Queen of Swords in the reverse tried to mimic, manipulate, or use passion to create confusion, the authentic chemistry between you and your person is divinely protected. This is confirmation that the emotional and spiritual bond you share with your person is what helped dissolve the illusion. Your chemistry and your spiritual bond is too strong to break. Nothing can replicate this union, especially if it's fake. This could be someone who was secretly and actively in competition with your divine counterpart. And they felt like this is how they would be able to beat your divine counterpart. Win some type of competition with spell work. And it backfired. Because they didn't know you were already woke. They didn't know that you were already in union with your person. Even if it wasn't physical. Yeah. The next card that came out, secretive in the reverse. This confirms that everything started coming out about this person. The alliance they made with this fake friend behind the scenes, that came out. And they could no longer manipulate perception or stay hidden in the background, in the shadows, doing whatever they were doing to create confusion. They got caught. It's like spirit started shedding light on everything that was done in secret to cause separation and confusion or fear toward your connection that you share with your person. This is someone with this last card. This card says contemplation. They wanted you to be unsure about this connection. This would leave you clueless. It's also tying back to the crossroad card in the reverse. It's like at this time, they were confused. As you had already made a decision, and it popped out in the reverse, but they felt like they had the power to confuse you, make you unsure. This would be a hard decision. This is someone who felt like their manipulation could create confusion in you and your person's mind. Both of you would be second guessing the connection, your intuition, your sense of direction. This is also aligning with the Seven of Cups energy. Illusion, emotional fog, being indecisive. Yeah. It's like this illusion completely shattered. And it's like they were trying to rebuild an illusion that you had already found out about, that they created when you first met that person or started dealing with this person. And this is confirming that it left them confused, not understanding why it wasn't working. And they didn't know that they had been exposed. With avoidance being in the reverse and secretive being in the reverse, they could not hide. Their exposure could not be avoided. Yeah. So I want to move on to this last deck to see what else Spirit wants us to know about this person, these people, and kind of close this reading out. I'm going to go back to the traditional tarot deck. What is their consequences for what they did to you and your person? What is their karma? Hold on one second. Okay, so the first card that came out is this Temperance card. This is like divine balance being restored. Everything that was supposed to be confused or thrown off course was still balanced out by Spirit. This is also like aligning with your feminine energy. Yeah, the scales being evened out despite what was done. You're being divinely protected and restored to emotional peace, while the people who tried to disturb your flow, they're having to face inner turmoil. It's like they were attempting to like bind energy, mix energies, to play with divine timing or distort harmony. Everything backfired. And this is also them going through some type of emotional instability, anxiety, and spiritual imbalance. Yeah. The next card that came out is the Six of Swords. This card shows that you were being moved to calmer waters while they were keeping themselves stuck in chaos. Unknowingly. Working against themselves, thinking that they were working against you. Whatever storm they created, you're sailing away from it. And this is mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Their karma is that they can't move forward. They're trapped in the same confusion they tried to create for you. And for them, this looks like repeated cycles, obstacles, and relationships that never seem to settle. Yeah. Then we have the Page of Pentacles again. This confirms that you learned the lesson. You and your person learned whatever lesson you needed to learn. And this is part of why karma hit faster. Exposure happened faster. You took the lesson and elevated. Your person took the lesson and elevated. Meanwhile, these people, karma is having to start from scratch. The page energy for them means instability, immaturity, financial hardship, not having much to work with. This is money struggles, missed opportunities, loss of credibility. It's like this is Spirit's way of showing them what happens when you misuse energy and information that is meant to teach. Yeah. The next card that came out is the King of Pentacles. This is you. This is stability and elevation. This is elevation. Yeah. This is like Spirit restoring abundance, your power, your independence, your reputation. But for them, while you rise into this King of Pentacles energy, they have to watch. They have to watch you achieve what they tried to block. Their karma is witnessing your stability, your success, you being able to stay grounded. Yeah, while their finances and their partnerships crumble due to greed, envy, and dishonesty. Yeah, the next card that came out is the Hermit. This is like Spirit forcing these people into isolation. And this isn't something that's like peaceful solitude. This is like loneliness, guilt. Having to, do some self-reflecting. The same way you went within for healing, they're being pushed into silence to face their actions. But unlike your isolation phase, theirs feel like punishment. Because they refuse to learn whatever lesson they needed to learn. They're being haunted by their choices. This is also sleepless nights. No mental rest. And not being able to escape accountability. This could also mean that you just disappeared. They can't get any information on you. They can't find you. You could have ghosted these people. They don't know what's going on with you. They can't track your next move. Yeah. Now, the next card that came out is the Knight of Cups. This is you stepping into emotional renewal and still being able to follow your heart. But for them, this represents like false love being revealed. Any type of fake connections, manipulative hookups, and alliances built on lust and deceit, they're crumbling. It's like their charm no longer works. People are pulling away from them. This could also be like love offers being withdrew. Or their relationships are ending due to exposure and loss of trust. This is them also watching you following your heart. I just seen 111 or 1111. Yeah. Wow. This is definitely alignment energy. You and your person could be twin flames. Now the next card that came out is the Queen of Wands reverse. This ties back to the Queen of Swords reverse energy. It's like this person is being stripped from whatever influence they had. Their karma is a public fall from grace. They're stuck in the energy of jealousy, insecurity. This is loss of attention. Whatever people were paying attention to or looking up to, they're not anymore. This is someone who has lost their confidence completely. And it's because of whatever they were playing with. This is someone who once thrived on control and validation, but now that's gone. And it's because of the energy that they sent out. This envy, this seduction, the lies, it's all circling back to them. This is someone who is feeling irrelevant, rejected, and spiritually blocked. Yeah. The next card that came out is this Six of Wands. This is your victory. You still coming out successful. You being celebrated while they're being exposed. Their karma is seeing you win publicly. Your peace, your glow up, and divine favor, it speaks for itself. It speaks louder than any type of confusion, lies, manipulation, gossip that they try to create to confuse your reputation, who you are as a person. For them, this means their reputation being ruined, while you're being lifted and recognized. It's like Spirit is turning every false narrative into proof of your resilience. This is also spiritual authority. Being held in high honor. Yeah. The next card that came out is this Three of Cups that actually came out with the Two of Cups. This is the ultimate karma. Them seeing you and your person coming together, reuniting with the Three of Cups, celebrating this partnership that you and them share. Yeah. It's like Spirit is reuniting your real soul partnership while or after dismantling the karmic ones, the fake ones. These are people that did not know they could not destroy what was always going to come back together. This is ultimate justice. Whatever was meant to be blocked off, this is something that is blessed, protected, and it only made the partnership and the bond that you and your person share stronger. This is like you and your person coming together to celebrate the lessons that you've learned, the cycle that both you and them ended out successfully. Now with the Nine of Pentacles, this is like the overall energy in the last card. This is your independence, your abundance, and your self-sufficiency. This is a big part of their karma as well. They have to watch you stand in your power. They have to watch you prosper. I mean, I meant to say profit, but prosper and profit off of everything that you've learned on your journey. And you're unbothered. While their manipulative schemes backfired and collapsed. Yeah. These are people that thought that you would be solely dependent. And one of these people wanted you to be dependent on them, like need them. Could be both. But with this being in an upright, you're unstoppable. You're moving straight into the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And it's like you worked hard to get where you are. You were always meant to achieve and create whatever it is that you wanted out of life on your own. You didn't need these people. They needed you. So I feel like the overall message from this spread is that their karma is being trapped in the very confusion they thought they were going to create for you. While they have to watch you step into victory. And still have forward movement. Yeah, while they remain stuck replaying the same lessons over and over again. Now the overall message for this reading, I feel like deception, revelation, and release came out in this reading. You needed to release whoever these people are. These were people that were actively deceiving you. Something you already knew, but it's like confirmation came to wake you all the way up so that you can trust your intuition and allow your intuition to guide you. It's like now you're seeing the truth behind people and situations that were energetically, emotionally, or legally designed to keep you bound. The universe has untangled any cords that were meant to keep you trapped. Whatever was built on lies, it's always going to crumble. What was done in darkness, it's always going to come to light. Now your path is finally clear. Spirit is wanting you to stay grounded, stay prayed up. Continue to follow your intuition and trust your process moving forward.